And today we're gonna make a birthday cake.
What kind of cake?
Chocolate zucchini cake.
All right, that sounds delicious. We have 2½ cups of all-purpose flour. To it, we're going to add 3/4 of a cup of baking cocoa. Use both hands there.
Mix together. We don't want any lumps.
1 teaspoon of baking soda.
Mix, mix, mix. As usual, no lumps.
1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. And 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We're going to combine our dry ingredients well. Kaylee's done a great job here. And then there's kind of a sneaky trick I want to show you. I have my 9x13 cake pan already lightly greased, and I'm actually going to take some of my dry ingredients, just like this, and just add it into my cake pan. Don't worry about getting too much. It's going to go back in there, anything you don't use. If you just use flour on your pan to help release your cake, you're going to end up with a white flour residue on the outside of your cake when you take it out. So if you use your dry ingredients instead, the outside of your cake will still look beautiful. So when you're done, you want it to look something like this. It should be a very thin layer. You're not looking for big clumps. You want it to be just a dry, light dust of your dry ingredients. We're going to set our dry ingredients aside and do our wet ingredients. So we're going to start with 1 3/4 cups of sugar.
Looks tasty.
1/4 cup or 4 tablespoons of butter. 1/4 cup or 4 tablespoons of oil. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. 2 large eggs, and as always, I use the box eggs. My little helper loves to stick her fingers in and taste some, so pasteurized box eggs work wonderfully for little fingers. 8 tablespoons or 1/2 cup of unsweetened applesauce. 1/2 cup of sour cream, buttermilk, or plain yogurt. We're using sour cream.
Got some on my fingers again.
Oh no, what are you gonna do?
Oops.
And now we're going to set aside our wet ingredients. Usually I already have my purees ready. In this case, I'm just gonna show you really quick what I'm gonna do. So I have cut my zucchini up into spears. I did not cook it, this is fresh. Usually when I make my purees, they're already cooked before I make my puree. But in this case, we're going to use fresh. And I'm just gonna put my food processor together, add my spears of zucchini, and voila, we have shredded zucchini. So those 2 zucchini made all of this, and we are going to not use all of it, so I'm gonna freeze the rest. But we need 3 cups of shredded zucchini.
Okay.
Okay. Now one thing about zucchini is it has a lot of water in it, so I'm actually gonna take my 2 cups and I'm gonna squeeze it down. It still counts as 2 cups, but I'm gonna take some of the moisture out of it just by pressing and pouring moisture out. You wanna help? Reach in there, just push it. Oh. Does that feel funny?
Yeah.
I will warn you against adding extra zucchini. Adding extra vegetables is going to make it heavy. The recipe is carefully measured to make sure that your cake will rise. If you add extra vegetables and extra fluid, it is not going to rise as well, and you're going to have a heavy, dense, chewy cake. So don't add any extra. I know our impulse is always to get as much vegetables into our kids as we can. Don't do it.
Don't do it in the cake. There are other things you can add as much as you want.
That looks amazing.
I did it.
Okay. And we're gonna add our wet to our dry. Our final ingredient is 1/2 cup of chocolate. I have chopped some chocolate down to, are you gonna eat that?
Yes.
Down to about chocolate chip size, but this is a little higher quality than your regular chocolate chips. And I have also mixed in just a little bit of dark chocolate. And you don't use a whisk for this, because your little chocolate chips will get trapped in your whisk. You're gonna use a spatula or a spoon. We are ready to put this in our lightly greased, lightly floured pan. I am now gonna put my cake in a preheated 325 degree oven for 35 to 40 minutes, and then we'll check it.
Well, the cake is baking. We're gonna make the frosting.
We're gonna start with 1 cup of unsalted butter, room temperature. The recipe calls for 5 cups of powdered sugar. I only have 3. We're gonna hope for the best. And now we're gonna cream this until smooth. And voila!
And la la.
Okay, now we are going to color our frosting. Oh, I did also add in about a tablespoon of milk and about a teaspoon of vanilla just to get this nice consistency. This is a very thick buttercream frosting, and that's because I want it to be a good frosting for decorating. So can't be too thin. We're gonna divide up our frosting into 4 bowls. Now we're going to just mix. Okay.
So we're gonna put an applique on the cake.
So here's our applique. This is a fully edible print. We're gonna apply it from the middle out. Okay. Does it look like that's the middle?
Yeah. Mommy, it looks so beautiful. They want to eat it.
Here is our beautiful cake with our edible applique. Now we're gonna decorate around the edges of it.
Yes. Finally. That looks like it.
So I've just put a little bit of each of my different colors of frosting into my bag. I don't want to mix them together.
Here's
We
one.
have our final cake. Looking pretty good. So I just took some cardboard, made it the size of my cake holder, and so there is my cake in my cake box. That is going to go straight in the fridge, and it will be ready for tomorrow.